The problem with families, especially powerful ones, is that no matter how much time passes, the tension never truly disappears. And when it comes to the British royal family, that truth couldn't be more obvious right now. What we are witnessing isn't just a disagreement, it's an ongoing, deeply personal conflict playing out on the world stage. At the center of it all are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, two figures who stepped away from royal life, yet somehow remain tied to it more tightly than ever. And on the other side, the future of the monarchy itself, led by Prince William alongside a royal institution trying to maintain stability, dignity, and control. Now here's where things get truly interesting. Because while many believed that stepping away from royal duties would give Harry and Meghan freedom, what we're seeing now suggests something very different. A growing sense of distance, yes, but also something deeper. Regret, frustration, or perhaps a realization that what they left behind still defines them. Think about it. Moments like the annual carol service hosted by Catherine, Princess of Wales at Westminster Abbey events filled with warmth, tradition, and global admiration. Or Prince William effortlessly connecting with the public, whether he's attending official engagements or joking around in a local bakery. These aren't just appearances. They're reminders of what royal life truly represents when it's done well. And that contrast? It's becoming harder to ignore. Because while William and Catherine appear natural, composed, and authentic, Harry and Meghan are often criticized for seeming staged, carefully managed. At times even disconnected from the very audience they're trying to reach. That's where the real issue begins. According to insiders, and yes, this is where things take a sharper turn, Harry is no longer just reacting. He's actively trying to reassert his position. Not quietly, not behind palace doors, but through the media. One particular line reportedly stands out. "I will always be a member of the royal family." On the surface, it sounds harmless, even obvious. But in royal terms, that statement carries weight. It's not just a reflection, it's a message. And many believe it's directed squarely at Prince William. Because make no mistake, this isn't about the past anymore. This is about the future. A future where William will eventually hold the power to define what Harry's role, if any, looks like within the monarchy. And Harry knows it. That's why every interview, every appearance, every carefully chosen headline feels less like coincidence and more like strategy. But here's the twist. While Harry pushes forward, trying to stay relevant within the royal narrative, the monarchy itself is moving on. Quietly, firmly, and perhaps more effectively than ever. Take King Charles III, for example. His recent engagements, particularly on the international stage, have been met with surprisingly positive reception. His leadership, once questioned, is now being recognized as steady and measured. And then there's the undeniable truth. Public perception. Right now, the working royals are delivering. They're visible, consistent, and aligned with their responsibilities. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan's projects, whether in media, tours, or public appearances, have struggled to achieve the same level of impact. And that gap? It's widening. Of course, none of this exists in isolation. There are ongoing issues behind the scenes, questions about security, status, and recognition. Reports suggest that Harry is still pursuing official protection in the UK, a decision that could have serious implications both politically and publicly. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about one person anymore. It's about taxpayers, public opinion, and the future structure of the monarchy itself. And then there's the emotional layer. Because beneath all the headlines, the speculation, and the strategy, this is still a family, a fractured one. We're talking about brothers who once stood side by side, now seemingly worlds apart. A son navigating his place in a system he both rejected and still claims. And a monarchy trying to evolve while holding on to tradition. So where does this all lead? Well, if current trends continue, one thing seems clear. Prince William isn't stepping back. If anything, he's becoming more assertive, more visible, and more defined in his role as the future king. And Harry? He's pushing harder than ever to ensure he isn't left out of the story. But here's the reality. The monarchy doesn't operate on emotion. It operates on structure, hierarchy, and long-term stability. And no matter how loud the noise becomes from outside, the institution moves at its own pace, which means this ongoing battle, this quiet war of image, influence, and identity is far from over. In fact, it might just be getting started. So the question is, can Harry truly find a place within a system he walked away from? Or is this the beginning of a permanent divide, one that no interview, no headline, and no public gesture can ever fully repair? Let me know what you think.